After years of looking at side-by-sides,
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I finally bought my first one, a used CF Moto ZForce 800 Trail.
You're crazy.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I paid out the door, why I bought it, some hidden fees you won't think about, and then you can help me decide whether or not I got a good deal. I'm a four-wheeler and dirt bike kind of guy, but I've always been curious about side-by-sides and was looking around for years, especially since me and the fiance got together, because I knew they'd be much more comfortable for her than being on the back of a four-wheeler. She won't even consider getting on the back of a bike. Price was the biggest factor, so any model was on the table. We looked at CF Motos, Can-Ams, Hondas, Polaris, Kawasaki's, everything. We even looked at utility type side-by-sides, even though we both knew we wanted a sportier one, simply because we thought they looked like they'd be more fun. Then I got sick, and that put a stop to everything for years. And I'm still sick. But now I have a side-by-side, and I'm not looking back. This is my 2025 CF Moto ZForce 800 Trail. I got it with nearly 1,500 miles on it. The condition report from the dealership said that it was in excellent condition after they checked over everything. I'm not mechanically inclined at all, so I'll just have to take their word for it. I did look around the machine just to make sure there were no scratches or anything like that. I specifically checked the Nerf bars just to make sure those hadn't been hit, dented, scratched, anything. Didn't find anything except for this sticker that's kind of peeling off, but that's probably from being pressure washed, which I don't consider a bad thing. Now, this thing came with a ton of accessories, so let's go over those and what they would have cost me if I had purchased them on my own. It came with an RNG clutch kit. I'm not sure which one, but they range anywhere from $170 up to $450, so we're just going to say $200. It also came with Team MSC Nerf bars that are $300, a Super ATV flip windshield, that's $445, a CFMoto tinted rear window with slide is $231. Soft upper doors, $400. Side mirrors, $70. 12-inch LED light bar, $35. A street legal kit, $360. Nightlight whip lights, $165. CFMoto Midnight 60 speaker with RGB lighting, $350, on sale right now for $250. Kenda Clever XT tires, $194 each, and an extra Mitsubishi belt, $169. I'll link to all of these accessories in the description below. Are you ready for this? All of these accessories come to a grand total of $3,501, not including taxes or labor. Which I would have absolutely had to do because I don't know how to install any of this stuff. The dealer had it listed at $9,999, but they knocked $800 off, now making it $9,199. But how much it actually costs out the door is a whole other ballgame. Here's how everything breaks down and some hidden costs that you might not think about. There's a lien charge of $10. Title fee was $15. Digital title processing fee was $25.50. Now making the net sale $9,249. But it doesn't stop there. Now we have a 6% West Virginia DMV tax fee, which equals $551.94, a consumer sales tax of $17.94, and a document fee of $299. Total tax, documents, and license fees equals $868.88 for a grand total of $10,118.38 out the door. But that's not where the buck stops. Where we went used, we got an interest rate of 8.49%, which is enough to make a snake choke. Insurance is 25 bucks a month. Now, we didn't have to carry insurance on it and we would have been fine, but I would have never been able to sleep a wink because in West Virginia, you're always hearing about somebody getting their side-by-side stolen, somebody getting their four-wheeler stolen, somebody getting their trailer stolen. Somebody tried to steal my dirt bike and chickened out, but unfortunately, after they had broke the wheel lock off of it. So, whatever you can do to protect yourself out here, you gotta do it, because people steal from churches out here. They're stealing copper out of the air conditioners. You can never be too safe. I think the first couple of nights we had this thing before the insurance kicked in, I slept maybe 3 hours.
And lucky for me, this thing only takes 89 octane gas, which is currently $4.87 a gallon here in West Virginia. So we spend about 25 bucks a week on gas. Thoughts and prayers are definitely appreciated.
So why did I go with the CF Moto instead of waiting it out for like a Polaris, a Kawasaki, a Can-Am, Yamaha, etc.? Well, this deal became available, and it sounded like a good deal, especially with all of the accessories. And then I started doing some research, and I contacted CF Moto owners, not the people in the comments. And there is a very big difference, because I have found out about the side-by-side community is that a lot of you are extremely brand loyal, and you are going to talk smack about everybody else's brand, whether you know anything about it or not. So I contacted CF Moto owners specifically, and while their comments looked absolutely horrendous, the owners themselves had other stories to tell about their machines. They talked about how much they loved them, and if they graduated from a CF Moto, they actually talked about how much they missed their old machine. That, mixed with the fact that, hey, I needed something in my price range with some of the accessories that I already wanted included, that I could just get in it and hit the trails without breaking my very, very, very limited bank account, especially after the last few years being sick and everything. And I'd already felt like I had wasted too much time, you know, because life can always throw you curveballs. You never know what's happening. One day, you're looking at these machines, the next, you're chronically ill, you can't do anything for years. So enough time had passed. I just needed to be in something to where I could hit the trails. And this is what my budget allowed for the time being. Like I said, I did my research, and everything I found out pointed me to this deal. Things that could be concerning is the parts availability, because this is a Chinese machine. However, I have heard that a lot of Can-Am's parts are interchangeable with CF Moto, so it may actually work out. Another thing is the fact that, hey man, I am not a mechanic whatsoever, so if we get stuck somewhere, we may just be stuck, and that may just be how it goes. I don't know. I'm trying to do my best and learn as I go. We'll see where we end up. But another thing is that a lot of people are concerned about resale value. And yeah, I get that, especially you people who are buying $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 side-by-sides and stuff like that. I totally get it. I didn't get this CF Moto with high hopes of making even a little bit of money off of it one day. I just got it for me to personally enjoy. I am not concerned about selling this thing in the future. So that is absolutely not a worry for me, but it may be for you.
The power on this thing is pretty decent, but if you have fantasies of burning rubber or launching this thing into the air off of a cliff facing, you're probably going to want to look at something else. Comfort in here is really good, and that's something that was important to us. With me being 6'3", 270 pounds, we were really worried if I would fit. I fit with no problems whatsoever, and I actually have plenty of room. It's actually really nice inside. The suspension, on the other hand, can get a little bit bumpy. I don't know if that's better on wider machines. I've never been in one, so it'll be interesting if I ever do hop in one so I can compare it to this, but I will tell you, it can be a bumpy ride. Steering is great in these, and I have heard from others that this has better steering than some of the most expensive sporty side-by-sides out there, and it's probably because it's a trail machine. Coming with over $3,000 worth of accessories, a lot of which I would have wanted anyways, and as much fun as I've had in this thing so far, I would definitely do it again.
But what do you think? Did I get a good deal? Leave a comment below and let me know. And hey, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button so I have a snowball's chance in hell of being able to pay for this thing. All right, go get on it, big boys, and have some fun.